Hey guys, I said that I was going to be bringing you guys out here to look at the garden today, so that is what I'm going to start the video with. I'm going to warn you right now, I still have not weeded around the onions, so don't freak out and don't beat me up about it. We've been like so busy and so crazy lately that things, some of them have been neglected a little, but that's okay. It's not been like super terrible. I'm not sure what this is, but I think it's, I'm not sure which pepper it is because I don't know where Jeff put it. But anyway, let me flip the camera around. I'll be right back. Okay, so over here, Jeff has kind of started just putting compost stuff in there because we don't have anything planted. But that's okay too because our compost bin is ripped. So we have 4 peppers here. I think these are the banana peppers, but I'm not sure. And then we've got 1 over here, and then the onions, which I still have not gathered any, but I really need to do that. I may have to just try to do it today. I don't know. We'll see. It's just been like, my mind has not been on this except whenever it was really late at night. And so we haven't gathered any of the onion. Did I say peppers? I don't know. And some of them have broken. I really need to get those. Alright, so he staked up the tomatoes yesterday, and he used these little clips we got from the Dollar Tree, and they are doing really good. I don't know which tomatoes are which because, like I said, he did it all, so I don't know which ones are which. But this one right here has little blooms on it already, which we are excited about. Maybe it'll focus. Hopefully y'all can see them. My camera may be fogged up because I came from inside to outside. But the tomatoes are looking really nice. Hopefully this year we will have tomatoes because if you remember last year, we didn't end up with any. So, yeah. And then here's some more peppers. Something seems to have been chomping on that one a little. And I'm not sure. Oh no, this has got that. I can't remember what it was called. I'll have to look back at my videos from last year. Mr. Tom talked about it with some of his peppers. I can't remember what it's called though, but I will go back and look. And we have that one. I don't know. I think it was the okra, and we got 1 zucchini. And I think I'm going to come out here and plant some peas and stuff. I'm not sure. But that's our garden. The tomatoes are doing pretty good though. If nothing else, the tomatoes look good. And I'm just hoping that we get a harvest of peppers like we did last year. I'm really excited about the tomatoes. Really, we can't plant much here because nothing really grows other than tomatoes and peppers. And sometimes peas. But I also want to show you how beautiful this onion, how that is. It smells good. It smells like onion. There's that. Alright, so there's the garden. Said I was going to show it to you. There it is. Okay guys, so I wanted to have a little bit of a talk with you. I know I talked about this last week, but I want to talk about it again because I had to cancel Bible study again this week. For whatever reason. Well, let me just go ahead and say this. Okay, first of all, the Bible study that I do with you guys is extra study for me. It's not like my normal stuff that I do. It's not like my normal reading, my normal devotions. It's not those types of things. And I was doing really well and had plenty of time to do that. And it didn't, you know, nothing ever got in the way of it. But recently, in the last few months, you know that I have not been able to, I've had to cancel at times, and then like the last couple weeks I've had to cancel the whole entire time because I haven't had time to actually study for that. And it makes me feel bad because I feel like I'm letting some of you down that like to watch the playbacks, or they likes to join in with the study. And I'm thinking, I know I had said I was going to do it Tuesday and Thursdays. I'm thinking that if I just do it on Thursdays, I won't feel so overwhelmed. And I will feel like maybe I can get it done. Because life is very busy for every one of us. But it seems like lately my life has been even busier than what it normally was. And I've also, like I told you, I've been dealing with brain fog, and I've been in this funk. I know why that I'm in it. I know the reasons, and that's why I've not gotten worse. And I'm still what? Voice sometimes doesn't work lately either. That's allergy situation. And I'm still happy. I still have my joy from the Lord. I still have that. But there are times whenever I will just sit and, you know, just sit down to catch my breath, to let my back rest, something like that. And before I know it, I'll have sat there for an hour doing nothing but thinking about things that I shouldn't be, things that I have no control over, which is, you know, something all of us do at times. But I've been finding that I've been doing that more often. Because I see it, I can be proactive, I think that's the right word, and I can do something about it. But I wasn't seeing it. It's like hindsight. I see what I've been doing. So I'm going to try to get back on schedule and just do Thursday Bible studies for now. And if that works, great. If it does not work, then we'll have to figure something else out. But I do not want to completely stop doing these lives. These live Bible studies bring me so much nourishment and joy, and it's so good to study with you guys that I don't want to give that up. But you know, we're in different seasons at times in our lives, and sometimes we have to let something go. And I think I'm letting Tuesday go, and I'm just going to do Thursdays at 2:30, like the plan was already, and maybe I can get that. So I guess this is my announcement that starting next week, the Bible study will be at 2:30 Central on Thursday, and that's the only day as of right now. If that changes, I will talk to you guys who actually come to the Bible studies, and we'll discuss it then. But I do want to apologize for being so everywhere. I know my videos have not been the same in the last couple months. I've not been doing the cleaning the same. I've not been doing the cooking the same. Some days I just do cleaning, some days I just do cooking, some days I do both, some days I do neither. Some days I'm just doing a grocery haul, or some days I'm just doing a laundry chat. But my life feels a little bit out of my control because I'm out of my control, if that makes sense. So the only way I know to get back into control is to put myself on a schedule that I can stick to, and that way I don't feel overwhelmed. And all the other videos, they're not changing because those are just daily vlogs, and I would be doing that stuff anyway, so it's not difficult to set up a camera. It might take me some extra time to do that, but it's not like I'm sitting down and studying. And the thing with Bible study is I don't want to get stuff wrong, even though I am human, I am fallible. I may get things wrong, and I don't want to, you know, I don't want to do that if I can help it. And so yeah, we're just gonna stick to Thursdays for now. That's I think the best thing for me, and I hope that's okay with you guys. And I was just doing one day a week, and I was not overwhelmed at all when I was just doing one day a week. I went to 2 days a week because I really wanted to do this one certain study, and what I really should have done is started that study in January on Tuesdays and never tried doing 2 a week. Honestly, that's what I should have done. So I just wanted to tell y'all that while I was thinking about it. And I did go out and gather some onions. I got a whole, like, my colander that stretches across my sink is full. I'll probably show it to you in a little bit, but I've got to wash those up and figure out, I don't know if I want to just freeze them or just stick them in the refrigerator and throw them in all kinds of things this over the next little bit. I don't know yet, but I just want to tell you guys that. And I know it does not pertain to some of you. I know some of you don't come to the Bible studies, or you don't watch the Bible studies You know, you're just here for the cooking and cleaning. You're here for the recipes. You're here for the crazy me. But, you know, I just wanted to tell the ones of you who are here for that too, because I know you're here for the other stuff too, or else you would have never saw that I do Bible studies, most likely. But yeah, I wanted to let you guys know that. And I am so grateful for all of you sticking by me, even through these crazy times when my videos have been lackluster and sad at times. Sometimes I edit my videos and I'm like, man, that's not much. Man, I could have done better. I could have done more. But some days I don't do more. And I find that lately there's a lot more days that I don't do more. That I just do what I have to do and be done. That's kind of how it is. But I need to kick my own booty and get myself in gear. That's what I need to do. So I'll be back at some point, probably whenever I start the Hoppin' John soup, because I'm putting it in the crock pot because Jeff and I are going somewhere this afternoon, and I want it to be in there so that it can be getting yummy while we're gone. But then again, I don't know yet exactly what I'm going to do, because it can be cooked in the crock pot or like on the stove top. It can be done either way. I think you can do it in the Instant Pot. Like, I think I did that once, but I don't think it turned out like we like. And I say we because I will eat it, I just don't prefer it. And I know why. I don't really like foods that have sausage in them. Like, I don't like Italian dishes with like Italian sausage in it. I just don't like them. I don't know why. Maybe a little bit if it has ground beef too, it might be alright, but I don't like a lot. And I don't like other things that have sausage in them, even though I like sausage, because I like my sausage to be a certain texture. It's a texture thing. So I think that's probably why I don't like the Hoppin' John soup as much as Jeff and Noah. Now Noah, oh, he loves it. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna stop jabbering and go on about my day, and I will be back.
Some might say that I'm a loner, but I just call it being free. I am my heart's only owner, or at least I used to be. 'Cause now a wildfire is raging deep inside, and my heartstrings are pulling like the tide. And the match that drew a spark was a single stolen kiss. And if that ain't love, I don't know what is. For years I've kept my feelings grounded and gone without, all kept within. By these high walls I've been surrounded, walls to her eyes only paper thin. 'Cause now a wildfire is raging deep inside, and my heartstrings are pulling like the turning of the tide. And the match that drew the spark was a single stolen kiss. And if that ain't love, I don't know what is. If that ain't love,
Y'all just saw me do the dishes, right? I dropped a spoon or a fork, one or the other, on my toe whenever I was unloading, so I threw it back in there because I'm not gonna, you know, put that in the clean stuff because it's not clean anymore. And then while I was reloading, I dropped a knife on my toe. Same toe, except the knife got me. It didn't cut me, it just poked me. And I knew it hurt, but I didn't think it cut me or anything. You know, I didn't think it broke skin. There's just like a little spot that looks like a little needle poke. I'm not doing dishes anymore today. Oh boy. Anyway, Noah swapped over the clothes. He put his clothes in the dryer, which is mostly like bed covers or something. I don't even know what he's got in there, actually. It's his business. He's washing it, he's drying it, it's his business. So I do have clothes to fold, but I don't want to. And I may not do it right now. I'll do it sometime today, but I don't know when I'm gonna do it. It's like 3 loads, which one of it was just like a blanket that we had in here. That was a blanket, a towel, and the dress I was wearing and stuff whenever I had Julie Marie, because whenever she threw up, things got on me, and that's okay. And so yeah, it was just that for that load, not much of anything. But yeah, I've got 2 loads to fold, and I'm not wanting to right now. But the kitchen is actually cleaned up, so that makes me feel better. So whenever I go in there to do supper, I just gotta do it. It's not that big of a deal. And I think I've decided the way I'm gonna do it is I'm going to brown up the sausage in the Instant Pot, and then I'm just gonna put it on slow cook. Now, the other day I was watching someone else. I cannot remember who it was. I really wish I could remember who it was. I watched so many lovely ladies, but I can't remember which one of you, and most of you have Instant Pots. But one of you was cooking on, which you may not even watch me. It may be somebody that I don't like. They don't watch me, but I watch them. Could have been that situation. But there's several of you that watch me that I watch. Anyway, doesn't matter. She put her Instant Pot on low for slow cooking. Wait a minute. I think I know who it was. Hold on. I'll be right back and I'll tell you if I was right. Okay, it was Samantha from Samantha's Frugal Life. And yes, she does watch me and I watch her. She's a smaller channel. Go check her out. I will try my best to remember to link her down below. In fact, I'm going to make me a note right now to link her channel. Link Samantha. There. That way maybe I'll remember to link her channel, because you can go check her out. Anyway, it was like last week she was making a stew or something like that. I didn't rewatch the whole video. I just watched part of it. But she had it on high. But I think that what she was saying was she could do it on lower too. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. But I'm going to see if I can put my Instant Pot, plus she had a different kind than I do, I think. See if I can put it on low on slow cook. And while we're gone, that can be going. Because the only thing that has to cook is the long grain wild rice that I'm going to put in it. Because everything else, well, after I get the sausage cooked, everything else is cooked. Because the only thing that goes in this is sausage, like the patty sausage, the crumbled up type, black-eyed peas, tomatoes, and the long grain wild rice with the seasoning packet. And if you don't have a seasoning packet, I actually have a, if you can't get the long grain wild rice with a seasoning, I have an Uncle Ben's copycat video on my channel from a long time ago. it tells you all the seasonings. And most likely I'm going to be doing that instead of buying the little boxes, which the boxes I buy doesn't have some of that stuff in it that we don't want. But anyway, it doesn't matter. That's not what I was here to talk about. I was here to talk about my crazy dishes, and I don't know what else. I'm just in a little bit more talkative mood, even though I have, like, my eyes are burning and I have a headache, and I think it's allergies, and I'm feeling stuffy. I hope I'm not getting sick, because if I'm getting sick, and I had the baby yesterday, there's a possibility she could get sick, and if she gets sick, it's real bad sometimes, and we don't want her to have to go to the hospital again. I don't think I'm getting sick. It's an allergy thing. I don't feel sick. I just feel like allergy stuff going on again, which is fine. If that's what it is, I can take care of that. If that's not what it is, hopefully it's nothing. It's a fluke. I don't know. But anyway, I'll be back at some point, but I am in a more talkative mood today, and I don't know how long that's going to last, other than I just talk a lot all the time. I always seem to have something to talk about, except when I don't want to talk. It's weird, huh? Anyway, I'm also in a goofy mood, so I will be back when I'm doing something else. I don't know what. My toe's fine, though. I just thought I would tell y'all about my freak accident that just, like, I didn't even think it hurt it. I mean, I knew it hurt it because of the, you know, impact of it. But I was like, how in the world did I hit the same toe twice? I need to wear shoes, steel toe boots. Or the composite toe boots, one or the other, not steel toe, because them things heavier. But anyway, now I'm getting off track, off in Crazyville, and I'll be back. Okay guys, we are back home from our little excursion, and I'm about to cook the Hoppin soup. And I'm going to do it in my, just a boiler, wherever you want to call it. I always call it a boiler. Or other people call it other things. In fact, this size and shape or whatever, people usually call it a Dutch oven. I call the Dutch ovens the big, thick ones. I don't know which is right and what is wrong. Either way, we're cooking this in this pan. This is Smithfield sausage. You do not have to have this brand. You use whatever brand you like, whatever your favorite is, whether it's Great Value, Smithfield, Jimmy Dean, Aldi brand, it doesn't matter. Whatever you like. I like that I got this for a really good price. So that's what we're using. You need 1 pound of sausage, and I'm going to get it in there and start crumbling it up. Cut off that end with a pair of scissors. This might still be a little bit frozen because we just took it out last night, but I'm not sure. I don't think it is, but we'll see. I do have this eye on, but it's not started sizzling yet. But there was some water in the pan from where I rinsed it out, because if you've been here for a while, you'll know that our house is older. It was built in 1960, and the cabinets are older, of course. That's why they don't fit a lot of modern day types of things. Anyway, the bottom ones, whenever you open and close the, well, over here on this side that you can't, over there, that drawer, and the two behind me, whenever you open and close them, because they're wood on wood and they're scrubbing, little chips of wood come out in my pots and pans. So I most of the time have to clean them before I can use them. It's not a big deal. It's just the way it goes. I don't know how to make it stop. We have thought about putting wax on them, but the only way to guarantee that they stop is to build new ones, and they still work, so that's not going to happen. These are still good, and we're not redoing the kitchen, which we did paint it 3 years ago, and then we did the countertops and the sink a little over a year ago, and that's as far as we got. What is it? There's not in there? Are you sure? He says we have no long grain wild rice. Let me go look. Jeffrey has just decided that maybe he does need glasses. I knew there was one in there. We only had one, but I knew there was one. But anyway, I don't know what I was saying, but yeah, this kind, the rice-a-roni, it's the kind that has the MSG in it, so that's the kind I'm probably not going to be buying anymore. MSG doesn't bother us that we know of, but some people cause us headaches and stuff, and I don't know what else it might do to people. But and I mean, there's MSG in the sausage, I'm sure. I don't know for, well, I can't say I'm sure because I don't know absolutely positively sure, but I know that the Kaneka that we get, because we can't seem to find the other kind very often anymore, it has MSG. We used to get the kind without it. It doesn't, I don't know, like, I've decided I'm not going to worry as much about the labels as I was. If we get 80%, you know, good stuff, and we can cut out that much other stuff, then I think we're doing okay. We're doing better than we used to if we can do 80%. And, you know, maybe we can work our way to getting on to 100%, getting rid of all the stuff. But honestly, I don't think I'll ever be able to do that because I don't think Jeff is ever going to get rid of his bologna. Oh, he was taking that out of the freezer and I didn't even know it. Told you, he ain't never going to get rid of it. I didn't even know he was, I didn't know he was doing that. That's weird. How does that happen, Jeffrey? We have found that more and more often we think the same thing at the same time. We're also, like, we'll be talking about what we want to eat or something, and we'll both be thinking about the same exact thing. We've talked about, like, oh, well, we want to go, I'd like to go here or there or whatever, and, you know, or we'll be talking about where we want to go, and then one of us will say it, and the other one was like, how'd you know what I was thinking? Weird. I guess it's all the years of being around each other. I guess it means we're compatible. What do you think, Jeffrey?
Hmm?
You hadn't heard a word I said, have you? The fact that we are thinking the same things all the time, that means we're compatible, right?
Mm-hmm.
What were you pointing at?
I'll go ahead and wait.
No, I already got them out and washed the cans. I'm using one stewed and one diced. You can use whatever kind you want. We got two different brands here. We're using some we got from Darlene's. But this has got to get done first. But I'm going to go ahead and open the cans. So it's a very simple dish. This Hoppin' John soup. And you can make it with fresh tomatoes. You just have to do like 30 ounces of tomatoes, or however much you want, and you have to cook it longer. You can use canned peas, and it would be 2 cans of peas is what you would need. But I like to cook my own because then all those flavors that are in my peas go into the soup. All the onion and bell pepper and the seasonings that I use. I'm trying to get that meat off of that. There we go. I don't like raw meat to be on there, which I know I'm going to be using this spoon to be stirring hot liquid and it'll all cook eventually, but I've seen some people whenever they're cooking and they still have raw meat there and then they serve with that same, yeah, it's so gross. I don't know. I've seen it happen lots of times in real life and on like videos. Not name anybody's names because I really don't know who I would name, but I've seen it happen. Alright, so I'm just going to cook this till it's done, then I'll come back. I think I had told y'all I was going to show you the onions I got. This is the little thing. I've got to wash them still, but this is how many I got out of the garden today. And I could have gotten more. This is just the ones that were like super overgrown. So, just thought I'd show you that because I think I told you I would. Not sure, but I think I did. Okay, so the sausage is done, and there's no excessive grease in here. So, I'm not going to have to drain it, which normally I don't drain it anyway, but unless it's a lot. But this is done now, so I'm going to go ahead and put the black-eyed peas in there because those are the coldest things, and they need to heat up. And I want all that juice in there as well. And another thing with this is you're supposed to put chicken stock in it too, but y'all know I don't buy it anymore. I mean, I'm not saying I won't ever buy it. If I get a really good sale or something, I might, but I don't buy it. So what I'm going to do, after I finish washing my hands, I'll tell you. I got peas on me. I don't like touching the handle with peas or whatever, with whatever I'm cooking. What I'm going to be doing is, if I feel like I need to, I'll add a little bit more water out of my reverse osmosis thing. But I may not need any more, because remember yesterday with the peas, I left a lot of their liquid in there. Or, well, all but what we ate is in there. Alright? The 2 cans of tomatoes. And the peas are supposed to be 15 ounces. I think I said that. Oh, no, 30 ounces. I think I said it, but I'm not sure. I know I said 30 ounces about the tomatoes. So, same for the peas. And I may have more than 30 ounces in there, but that's okay. These were stewed, so they got a little bit more flavor to them, too. So, I'm going to let this just get to where it's pretty warm. And one thing with us is Noah likes it a little bit thicker because he's more of a stew person. So if I don't think I'm going to have any more liquid, I won't add it. But the only liquid I really, really have to have is enough to cook this rice that's in here. But while this is still heating up, I'm going to take the flavor packet out of here, which I told y'all that I have a video making the Uncle Ben's copycat of this, so I'll try to remember to link that. But I'm going to put this in here, just the seasoning packet, which is like parsley and onion and different things like that in there, and I'm going to get it stirred up. But yeah, if I feel like I need more liquid, I just add it. But I'm going to let it get hot, or not boiling yet, or not boiling, but as hot as I can get it. And one reason why I want to go ahead and put the seasoning packet in it is because they harden. I don't know why. Also, if y'all hear any like dripping or anything like that, I don't know if y'all can hear it, but any like water hitting metal, it's raining outside, so the water is hitting the vent fan duct work. It's not getting in the house, it's just hitting it on the top, so you may hear it. We've noticed since Jeff put this newer fan in here, whenever we redid the kitchen, whenever he put that one in, that started happening. I guess the other fan was more insulated or something to keep the noise from being there. But the noise doesn't bother me because it sounds like rain on a tin roof. So, y'all might hear it though. And I don't want you to think that my house is like getting water on the insides. It's not. But it is raining. On our little trip, we went through the rain on the way there and back. We went to look at another place, a fishing place today. And it was about 45 minutes away. It took us a little over 2 hours to get there and look at it and everything and come back home. Maybe something like that. Maybe 2 hours, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna let this get hot. Yeah, it's not there yet. And I'll come back and show you. I want it to be steaming a little. And maybe a little bit bubbling. And then I'll put the long grain wild rice in here. But I want to tell you all this. I don't think I did. Not on this video. I have used other flavors of this. I've used chicken flavor because I didn't have any of this. I've used the beef flavor because I didn't have any of this. I've used just different kinds of the flavored rices, and it still turned out good. Nobody complained. So you don't have to have long grain wild rice, but I guess it's kind of maybe traditional or something. I don't know. It's what the recipe called for in the beginning. And I've been making this recipe for 7 or 8 years. I don't know how long, but a long time. And I have no clue where I got the recipe. I had wrote it down on a little card. I don't know if I got it out of a magazine. I don't know if somebody gave it to me. There's no name on it or anything like that I remember. So I can't tell you where the recipe came from. But I do believe I have it on my blog. So if I do, I'll put it down below too. So I'll be back. Okay, so this is how I want it, where it's just starting to smoke a little bit, just starting to bubble a little, getting hot. That's what I want. And now I'm going to go ahead and pour my rice in there. And then once the rice is done, this is done. This is it. And I don't think I'm going to need any more liquid because Noah likes it a little bit thicker, and I did put a lot of liquid in there. So you would use, I think that it's like 32 ounces. This is just all from memory. I do have it written down, but I just don't feel like going and getting it out of my little box. But about 32 ounces of stock, I think, is what it is. But like I said, I had so much in there that I didn't need it. So I'm just going to let the rice get done, which I know you're supposed to put a lid on it and stuff if you go by these directions, but we're not using these directions anyway. And you only need 1 2/3 cup of water to cook this. So we've got plenty of liquid in here, but probably about 25 or 30 minutes, and this will be ready to eat because the rice takes about that long because it's got the long grain rice in there, or the wild rice in there. One of those things. Alright, so we're just going to let that cook, and we still have almost half of the cornbread. Noah had him a little cornbread snack today, but we've still got that, and there's still some extra biscuits there that Jeff won't need for work. And so yeah, that's that. And I'm going to show you what I got in my subscribe and save today, so that in case you want to know, it'll be a little Amazon haul. But I'll tell you about it in a minute. Let me take y'all over to the table. Okay, so I did cancel some of my subscribe and save things from Amazon, and the reason why I did is because I found that I could get them cheaper otherwise. I did mention that with one of my Sam's hauls. Anyway, so that's what I did. But this is what I got this time. I thought that I had a little, when I tore the address label off, because it comes to my house and I don't want y'all to have my address. And I might accidentally flash it, show it to y'all. But anyway, I know some of y'all are very friendly and I might not mind having you over, but there's some people that watch me that never mention it, never say a thing, and I don't know who you are. But I'm grateful that you watch. But I just don't want you to know where I live. Anyway, some people put their whole address on. They don't even care. What I mainly get is some of my vitamins. My Super K, which y'all see that every Sunday, most every Sunday. My magnesium. This is not all of it. There's some, this is not all of the things. And the 5-MTHF. That stuff. That's the things I get. I thought there was one more thing. Maybe not. And then the buttermilk powder. This is the kind that I've been getting, and I get it every 3 months. But I haven't been using this as much, So I may not get it every 3 months. I may change it, or I may just start using it more often. But this has a good expiration date. It's all the way to next year, and it's the Medley Hill Farms, and all it is in here is buttermilk solids and whey solids. So it is buttermilk powder. And once I open it, I put it in the freezer to store it. But right now, I'm going to put it in one of my bins that has the seal around it, so no critters can get in. What's that? But that's what I got this time. I was thinking I got something else. And I have not been taking the ashwagandha anymore. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I don't particularly think I need it right now. And I'm doing okay without it, so I don't really think I need it. I'm not sure. I really think that I'm possibly taking too many vitamins, so I'm wanting to cut back, and I have cut back on some, and I still feel fine. If I started feeling odd or anything like that, I might change my mind. Now, this one I'm not going to stop, the methylfolate, I'm not going to stop taking that, which is what that is. And it actually, this is the kind I was getting all the time, but they didn't have it one of the time, so I ended up getting the other. But the methylfolate, the 5-MTHF, it's not going to focus. There we go. That right there is what I get. And the magnesium, I'm going to keep getting it. And the vitamin K, I'm going to keep getting, because it's good for your bones. And as we grow older, especially women, I don't know why women are different than men with the bone situation. Men have problems with their bones too, but we start having, you know, issues if we're not careful. But this has vitamin K1, 2, and K2. There's one that's menaquinone 4 and a transmenaquinone 7. Those are the 2 K2s. So, and it also has vitamin C in it a little bit, not much, but a little bit of vitamin C in there too. So that's the vitamins that I get every 3 months, because this one has 60 in it and I still have plenty. This one has 120, so I end up with more than I need, and this one has 90, and I just do it every 3 months just to make sure I have a well supplied stock. So just wanted to share that with y'all, and I'll be back whenever supper's done. Okay, so here's the Hoppin' John soup, and this is leftovers on purpose at its finest. It's a whole new meal. So we got that and the cornbread. I already showed y'all, I think. I don't know, maybe I just talked about it. I don't remember. I showed it to you last night anyways. But this is the Hoppin' John soup, and mine is a little bit thicker than what it would be if you used more of the broth, because Noah likes it thicker and Jeff doesn't mind either way. So if you want it thinner, just add more liquid. It's that easy. But I will, if I don't have it, let me stop stirring. This noise is starting to bother me. Anyway, if I don't have it already on my blog, I will put it there, but I think I have it on my blog already. So here it is, Hoppin' John soup.
I've been to the top of Mount Everest. I've sailed the 7 seas. I've shared the stage with all the best. Lot of good it did for me. I've walked the wall of China, walked till my feet were sore. Came home to Carolina and found my love next door. Well, what do you know? I didn't have to travel the world. Yeah, what do you know? To find a brown-eyed man for a blue-eyed girl. What do you know? Somehow all that I've been longing for was found right here next door to me. I found my love next door. Well, why do you know? Oh, I did, and I've traveled the world. Yeah, why do you know? To find a brown-eyed man for a blue-eyed girl. Why do you know? Somehow all that I've been longing for was found right here. Right here next door to me was found right here next door to me.
Okay guys, so I did get the clothes folded and everything else is done. Jeff is putting the onions away. Everything else that I planned to do today, I did. So that makes me feel good. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to look down in the description box for the links that I told you I'd put down there. If I forget to put them down there, please remind me. Most importantly, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. I forgot to tell you, if you like this video, go ahead and do all the YouTube things. If you didn't like it, do them anyway. You might like something to do later. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels. And be sweet.